Yeah. Before you say anything, I know. I'm out of uniform. There's a reason I'm wearing this helmet. Now, let me tell you, this helmet was made in 1941. So, World War II era. Could this have seen some action? I don't know. Who knows? But it's cool. Oh, and somebody got a haircut. What? Yeah, I went in and said, just give me the full metal jacket. Just give me the private pile. Give me the butch cut. And the lady cutting my hair was like, are you sure you want it this short? I was like, yeah, what the heck? It'll grow back, right? It'll grow back, right? So why am I wearing this? Well, because I got some Barbasol from the World War II era I'm going to use today. It came all the way from Australia, from Doug at Shaving Down Under. Thank you, Doug. I got this back in January, and it's time. Let me put this helmet down. There we go. It's time to shave. I haven't shaved with it yet. It's inside this box, and look what else he sent me. He sent me a little FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, post-death. So right after 1945, a little stamp. And then another one that was used by American GIs to send letters home. So all you philatelists out there that know all about stamps, there you go. There's some new content for the channel. Anyway, so Doug sent this to me. He said he found a seller in Italy that was selling two different ones, and he bought one, and he thought of me, and he said, I'm willing to send it to you. And I said, you don't have to. But he did, and it's time to shave with it. Now, it has been used. Let me take it out of here first. And this is a little bit different this is smaller than my mammoth tube that I have. This one has been used quite a bit, actually. So I don't feel too bad using whatever I need to. But this is the 1940s version of Barbasol, circa around World War II. There's no way to date it exactly, but here's what we're going to shave with today. Now, what razor? I was thinking, I actually don't have any razors from the 1940s. I used to have one that I sent off to girl Alex and her husband up in Chicago, so he's got that one. But I thought I'd use a razor that was around before and during, and now, here it is. It's inside here. Now, I don't think anybody would have brought a fancy case like this. It wouldn't have lasted long, I'll tell you. But this is one from the late 1920s. So it, at least, was around during World War II. So I'm going to shave with this one. Beautiful, beautiful razor. This was the JFK model. This was if you go back and look, I did a whole video on this kit. This is very similar to a kind that President Kennedy used back in the 20s and 30s. And this is a great razor because it's a three-piece. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. It's a really cool design. Beautiful razor in gold. And I'm going to use a feather blade just because I'm so predictable. Check it out. Look at that post, man. You're not going to miss putting the razor blade on that sucker, are you? So put that on there. And then slide the handle. And then I'm going to pinch those two pieces together. Hold it up like that. And before I tighten it fully, I'm going to make sure the blade gap is right. Ooh, looks perfect. Ah, gorgeous razor. Gorgeous. There we go. Now, I took a shower. I did what little hair I have. Yeah, I know. And I'm going to shave with this stuff. I still have a tube of vintage Barbasol from the 60s that's menthol flavored. Well, not flavored, menthol. It's got menthol in it. And I'm going to try that. But what I remember from using my other previous mammoth tube of Barbasol is you kind of need to give it a little bit of a shake. Now, this one seems a little bit more solid. So if it doesn't work out, if this stuff in here isn't shavable, I'll just, use something else. But I'm going to try it out. First, I'm going to squirt a little bit. See, it's not too discolored. I say too discolored. I'm going to squeeze it from the bottom here, and we'll see what happens. See if it'll start moving out of the end of the tube. Who do you think bought this, or who was issued this? Who got this back then? Oh, man. There we go. We got some movement. I'm kind of gently. There we go. Oof. Oh. It's making me a little bit nervous. I'm going to get rid of this down here in the trash. And, I'm getting a little bit nervous now because this is a little bit more solid. It doesn't smell like much. It does smell like the other Barbasol that I use, the vintage stuff, which is like more of a medicinal smell than you would be used to now. Let's go ahead. This is, oh man, there's like some blackness. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this, folks. Oh, God. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Oh, God, there's a lot of blackness in there. Well, I'm going to smear. Oh, God. Oh, it's almost it's like got a graininess to it. Oh, it smells a little bit like motor oil. Oh, boy. Oh, it's the graininess that's getting me. It's grainy. Why am I doing this? I'm going to try not to get it near my orifices. And I'm going to try not to nick myself. I tell you what, I'm going to do the first pass with this stuff, and then I'm going to wash my face like nobody's business and wash my hands because, the graininess. It's got me a little freaked out. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands. Woo. There we go. What's that on? Gosh. Okay, folks. It doesn't smell like too much. It smells a little bit like oil. You know what? I'm going to put the cap back on this because I'm not going to use it anymore. I'm probably going to get lead poisoning. Oh, man. Somebody call 911 and then be ready for that third number, okay? Okay. Here we go. Real light. You know, there is a bit of slickness to it. I'm at a loss for words, folks. This is really dumb. Oh, you know what it smells like? It smells like an old army surplus store. Like it smells of canvas and leather and age. And actually, it's providing slickness and a bit of cushion for the razor. So, you know, even if you do have a bit of a, you know, I gotta wash this water out like with every rinse of my razor. My little tube down here, or my little basin. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You never know what you're gonna get when you get these old shaving creams. You don't know if they're gone, if they turn rancid, if the packaging they're in has somehow tainted the product inside, which I think may have happened here. But, you know, it's kind of interesting. Oh, boy. Doug, it's your fault if this knocks me out. I should have got a vaccine for using this. That's what I need a vaccine for. Can I get a retroactive Barbasol vaccine? What do you need it for, son? Well, I was using a 1940's tube of Barbasol from Australia by a way of Italy. Actually, you know what? If it came from an Italian seller, I bet it's been in Italy since the 40s because we were at war with Italy back then, which seems so strange now. It's so strange. And I bet it was there the whole time. I bet some GI found a beautiful Italian girl, fell in love with her, got ready for his date. There's one pass done. Okay, let me wash my face. Woo-hoo. Oh, boy. Oh, face wash time. That wasn't too bad, actually. I was, you know, I didn't nick myself, so hopefully there won't be any... Ooh, it feels a little sticky now. Hopefully there won't be any weirdness going on with my face. Let me wash some more. Oh. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I feel like I need to scrub my face with something else. But you know what I'm going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do, folks? Hold on. I'm looking down here. This is spur of the moment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to continue on with Barbasol's modern version of that. Now, I know I used this in the last one. I didn't intend to use it for this one, but I'm going to use it anyway. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. It's a nice palette cleanser. I can't see it, though. I need to put a little bit more. It's very slick, but I can't see it. I need a little extra hint. There we go. There we go. A little of this goes a long way, but I need to be able to see because I don't want to have to memorize where I just was. I want the foam. I want the shaving cream to help me. I need all the help I can get, folks. Let's put them side by side. Let's see the modern with the vintage. Wow, it's a lot bigger. I think even the mammoth tube is smaller than that one, than this thing. Okay, here we go. Second pass. Cross the grain, still being very careful. I don't remember the exact year. I think this was 1928. Obviously a very nice gift for someone back then. Just before the Great Depression, when people were buying gold-plated. That's what caused the Great Depression, you know. Everyone was out buying gold-plated shaving kits and giving it to each other. And it just, the economy couldn't handle it, you know. There was gold-plated shaving razor kit speculators that just thought it was going to keep going up and up and up. You know, a whole chicken in every pot, an airplane in every garage, a gold shaving kit in every shaving den, I guess. I guarantee you they didn't call them shaving dens back then. That's become a modern thing. I don't call this a shaving den. I call this my bathroom. All right. Ooh. So smooth. I love it. Love it. Oh, I can't wait to try out the menthol one from the 60s. Although when the time is right, I'll get that one out. Now, my only gripe with the 1919 is that it does clog the razor a bit. So you kind of really have to wash it out. Let me dump the water again because it still had the old water from the old World War II stuff. You know what, just for fun. You know, soldiers used to use these as shaving bowls, you know. You would take the liner out and put water down in there, shave with it. I feel like I need to do this. No, I never served, but I love history, and I love helmets. I love these kind of helmets. I love stormtrooper helmets. Isn't that weird? This guy likes his helmets. So thanks to all those who have served their countries in times of war, and every time else, and those that gave the ultimate sacrifice. I wonder who wore this 1940. Actually, did I say 41? I think it was 45. It was right before D-Day. This one, they have some of these helmets have date codes, so you can figure out when they were made. This one was made just before D-Day, and there's a big dent on it. I don't know if you can see it. There's a dent right there. Could have been from bumping his head on some of those, low French country doorways, those stone doorways. I feel like an idiot. Let me put this back down. I feel like I'm insulting someone. All right, let me wash off. Much slicker. I got to do my hair again now. This is how I do my hair when it's like this. I go bloop, make it stick up. Sometimes I do this. Yeah, there we go. Get a little brush out. Man, I feel like I just washed my whole dang face. You know what? Let's go for the trifecta. Third pass. I don't really need to do it, but I feel like it. I've always got the modern Barbasol sitting right here. So there we go. Time travel all the way to the modern day. I do have a couple of nicks. I have nicked myself. I've only shaved with this gold razor a couple of times, so I didn't recall how it shaved. I just knew that it was beautiful and the whole set was beautiful. Let me get this old toothbrush. Don't worry, it's an old one that I use to clean things like clean the teeth, get the 1919 and the old Barbasol out of there. It's my only gripe with the 1919 is that it clogs a little bit. That's why a little bit goes a long way. All right. What a beautiful see. Do they make razors like this still? Is there a manufacturer out there doing these little three-piece like this? If there's not, there should be. And even the knurling pattern is beautiful. These little diamond shapes. It's just a beautiful razor. Late 1920s design. They knew how to design stuff back then. And I think to a certain extent we still do. It's just different. Just different. Oh, I have one shout out. Speaking of old-timey, Dan S. For some reason, he wanted me to talk like a 1920s gangster. So I said, look here, see? Nobody's going to be talking like a gangster around here, see? I know you think that would be swell, real swell, but it's not going to happen. 23 skidoo and all that. So shout out to you, Dan S. Hopefully that was 1920s style. I don't know. Could have been 1940s. Look here, see, 1930s. It's the 1930s, you crumb bum. Is that right? Forget it. Forget it. Well, I did get a little bit of a nick right there. All right. Let's just go back over it again. That sounds like a good idea, right? Yeah, let's run that razor blade right over that nick one more time. Got to get those little annoying hairs from underneath my nostrils. I can't abide by those things. I just can't abide. All right. I may need to get the old Allen block out because there's enough few teeny little pinprick nicks all over the place. Cold water to hopefully stop some of the bleeding. Oh, it's not too cold. And then for aftershave, while I do have some vintage 50s aftershave, I was just sent 4 bottles of aftershave from Captain's Choice. Let me show you. I put them up on Instagram. I got a nice note from Scott over at Captain's Choice, and he said here's the first 2, North and 45th Parallel. This one I'm going to use today because it's cherry is my favorite. These are old ones. This one kind of smells like bay rum. I'll use this later. And then 2 brand new scents, Italia and Island Time. Now the Italian one smells like almonds, almost like a cella. And this one's got like a fruity, tropical, like tiki drink smell. So I'll use those at another time. But today, I'm just going to use the 45th Parallel Cherry. Oh, I love anything cherry scented. And he said this is a fairly new cherry scent that's reformulated without the sweetness. So I guess he had one before that people thought was a bit too sweet smelling. Ouch, that stings. Alcohol based. I didn't use the Allen block. I was hoping that maybe this cherry stuff would stop it up. But oh man, I love this stuff. And I like the bottles that now have a matte finish on them. Looks like a frosted finish, yeah. So thanks, Scott, for sending me 4 of these and a little slate coaster. Yeah, a little coaster. I can put this right on top of there if I want to, I guess. Put my scotch on there. But anyway, that's it. Thanks to Scott at Captain's Choice, and thanks again to Doug. I'm sorry it took this long to use. He sent me this. I love the old box. Now I have 3 of these vintage tubes, one from the 50s, 40s, and the 60s, the menthol one. I'm going to put the stamps back in here. Keep them dry. I almost dropped it in the sink there in the water. And put this in there for safekeeping since I won't be shaving with that again. Here we go. Keep it right side up. Barbasol from the 1940s. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Yeah, I hope you weren't too scared. I was a little bit apprehensive at the beginning, but now feels good. My cheeks are a little sticky, but that just could be from, I don't know. Maybe I'm just sticky. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you on Monday with who knows what. Something interesting, hopefully.